Hello guys and welcome back. I am Shara Fox and today we will discuss an interesting topic. It's a fortress. A fortress in a chess is a defensive setup where the weaker side constructs a position that the stronger side cannot break through, even with a material advantage. Mastering this skill will save a lot of games that you are already losing, okay? But first, I want you to remember one thing, one key factor when it comes to fortress, when it comes to building or set up a position which called fortress, okay? It's preventing the entry point, okay? Restricting the entry point. This is the main target of the fortress, okay? In our first example here, the first thing we notice here is that the black has a dark squared bishop, and also his pawns are on a dark square. So our first idea is that we want to control these pawns and prevent any entry points that we mentioned before and prevent any advancing of these pawns, okay? So the brilliant idea of pawn sacrificing in the right time, and boom, attacking this bishop, clearing this pathway to attack this pawn. So after bishop takes that pawn, we can attack right away like this, and it can't be prevented by black, so he will push the pawn like this, and boom, by this move we made our fortress. There is no entry point, there is no chance for advancing his pawns. Our king isn't moving anywhere, and our bishop is so dominating in the light squares. So we saved the game. Thanks God. Okay, let's move to the next example. So guys, in our second example, it's very interesting position where white have two extra pawns and they are not connected, so that create some sort of danger, okay? So we can promote one of them. So the main idea for white is to protect this pawn and trying to promote it, okay? So we can't advance this pawn right away, so the king moved to f5, and after this black played some random moves like this, and after king moved to e5, I can simply promote the pawn. The king is so slow, our king is so fast, and we can promote it like this, okay? You have to sacrifice your bishop, and then it's an easy win by the other pawn, okay? So let's back. Guys, we can't play any careless move. It is just a move. No, it's not going like this. Everything must be precise, okay? Especially in endgame. So we have to face the idea. So the black king go after this pawn, preventing him from promoting, and if white tries the other option here, which is pushing this pawn and move his king to e6 and trying to promote the other pawn, and then we can simply go back to e3 and then capture this pawn, and no way we can advance this pawn and promote it, okay? So pushing this pawn isn't a good idea at all. So white try to go and try another sneaky move, which is king e6, but we are just in time moving our king to c5, and then white advances his king, protecting the pawn and preparing to push the pawn and promote it, but we are just in time controlling all the diagonal by the black bishop, okay? Where is the idea here? I can put him in a zugzwang position like this, okay? So let's try something like this. No, my friends, remember, you have to be precise, okay? This move will make you lose the game, but how? White king go after this bishop, okay? It's a tempo, so you have to move your bishop. Where to move it? Okay, I will move it like this. After white move to f5, it's too late for black to defend the position, because after king goes to c5, I can simply advance this pawn, and after king trying to protect the position, I can simply do this and move the way to promoting, okay? It's so difficult to defend this position because the pawns are unstoppable. So guys, let's get back. We are in a zigzag position that we can't move our king because the promotion idea and the only way to move our bishop, and we can see that this square e5 is so dangerous and cost us a game. So let's move our bishop so far from the attacking idea and promoting ideas that white trying to achieve it. Okay, but the king will go for the same idea. If king moves, I can simply go to f5, and then it's just in time, black just in time. But oh my god, I disconnect the bishop from protecting the diagonal, and we can simply achieve the win because we are promoting to the queen. Okay, so even this idea isn't good for black. So what can we defend this position? Let's get back. So guys, can we achieve the fortress here? Yes, we can by moving our bishop to c7. So what is the idea here? If the king go to c8, I can simply come back to d6, guarding this square and preventing this pawn from promoting. Okay, the king goes back, I come back to c7. Okay, why trying to move to the second idea, which is king move to e6, and just in time we can guarding this square by this king to f5, king to d4, and after this move I can simply attacking this pawn. So guys, this is a fortress. Whatever white can do, I can simply prevent him from promoting the 2 extra pawn, and we save the game. Okay, so let's move to the second or the third example here. So guys, in this funny example as we see, it's white to move and try to find the best move to achieve the fortress, the mega fortress. Of course, black has a clear advantage and we can achieve the fortress. So the move and the idea is sacrificing our bishop like this. Okay, what happened? I can move our king and still have the material advantage and win. Okay, let's give him another check, and after the king move, I give him another check, and if it takes like this, b3 check, boom, forcing move, king to b5, c4, another check. He can't go back because the bishop, our bishop controlling the diagonal, and the only move is moving the king to c6, and after this move, cutting all the ways of escape, and king has no way to escape rather than the d7 square, and then another move, check, sacrificing our second bishop, and after king move anyway, capturing or moving to these squares, I can simply shut off the game. And this is a mega fortress for white. You can't, no entry point for black, or no any chances for black to achieve anything. It's a clear draw. Okay, so moving to one final example. So guys, our next example is a crazy one. As we see that black has a clear advantage, but we will try to achieve the fortress and save the game. But how? So white come up with a fantastic plan, which is sacrificing the knight. Boom, check. It's a free knight. Okay, you can't even dare to take my knight. Then the bishop come with a checkmate. Boom. Okay, so I can't accept taking the knight. Okay, let's move away. You can move away like this. The only move, it's a forced move. And then what happened? Boom, another crazy, super crazy move. What happened? I can take the knight. Again, it's a checkmate. So, okay, let's grab this knight. And then another clever move, which is bishop to b6. And it's a completely draw. How I can achieve the fortress after giving this check? I can simply block with my bishop. So black want to avoid the stalemate because the white king has no place to go. So black must move his queen. Let's try moving the queen to e5, and then I can simply move our bishop along the diagonal, like everywhere. If this happened, I can simply capture the pawn, and if that happened, I can simply capture the pawn again. And if black capture the bishop, and it's a stalemate also. So the queen is defending the diagonal, and it's a stalemate. How crazy this position is. As we see, guys, this is f5 square is a deadly square for white. Okay, I can simply jump here and achieve a checkmate. So black has to guard this square and preventing this move from the white knight. Okay, so queen move to f8. Okay, what about this move? Bishop to e1, preparing a discover double checkmate. Okay, in this square. So black has to accept this sacrifice and preparing a deadly attack on f1 square. So what to do? I have to save the game by this brilliant move, super brilliant move, which is bishop to f2. Where's the idea? If queen takes, then it's a stalemate. Okay, so I have to capture with the pawn. But now what? Okay, take this. and again it's stalemate. You can capture and it's stalemate. The white has no places to go. So another option for black is to push this d4 pawn, but I can simply capture the pawn anyway, and after this check I can block with my bishop and moving to the previous variation, which lead to the draw. Okay, so what to do? Okay, black will try another thing, which is pushing the pawn, and after take you can take back the bishop, and because it's a stalemate, but you can come up with a sneaky idea, which is sacrificing the queen. What to do? I can move along the diagonal here, or just here, or whatever along the diagonal, and just waiting for the black king to make any move, give a check. I can block with the bishop. Okay, moving by the queen, I can go along the diagonal with the bishop. Okay, so this is the true fortress. Okay, like this. Hope you like the video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and goodbye.
Hey, check this video out to make sure that you get more important information to bring your chess to the next level.